We don't often think about it, but children and young adults who suffer from serious illnesses not only endure physical pain, but emotional pain as well. But there's one all-volunteer organization that's making dreams come true for 150 chronically ill children by taking them on a trip of a lifetime. I want you to welcome for me now the co-founders of Kids of Courage, Dr. Stuart Dieczek, Ari Adlerstein, and Howard Kafka. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so we want to talk about Kids of Courage. Tell me about that program, Dr. Dieczek.
Kids of Courage is now the largest medically supervised year-round travel program in the world for kids who are seriously sick with life-threatening illness. We have a very large medical and logistics staff that arrange trips year-round for these kids and programs year-round to give them something to do.
Okay, so how did you guys come up with the idea?
Well, this is an organization that was born out of need. A lot of these kids suffer from boredom year-round. They don't have normal social networks. Many of them don't go to regular school. So they needed something to do year-round. And the families, quite frankly, need a respite. We leave the family at home, and we take the child with us.
Right, so it gives the families a wonderful break. Now, Ari, there have been trips to L.A. There's been trips to Orlando. Where are they going? Even a ski trip in Vermont, right?
Just last year.
Where are you going this year?
This year we actually have a wonderful program plan. We're going to San Francisco. Six Flags, California, Great America. We're going to be heading to Alcatraz. We're actually taking them to the circus on Sunday, and it's going to be an amazing program.
Sounds good. Now, Howard, you are a paramedic.
Yes.
And we take these kids, they have chronic illnesses, and you travel with them. What kind of illnesses do these kids have, and what kind of challenges do you have to deal with?
Well, they're especially able children, I would say ranging from 5 to 23 years old. I would say 75% of them have life-threatening illnesses. Dealing with muscular dystrophy, familial dysautonomia, cystic fibrosis, cancer, and more.
So it's really, really challenging. So how do you choose? I mean, there are so many kids with these problems. How do you choose?
We choose strictly based on severity of need. The sicker they are, the more likely we are to accept them into the program. If they're doing well or in full remission, we generally don't allow them to come. But if they're chronically ill or seriously ill with a life-threatening illness, then they're welcome to come.
Okay, now Ari, you guys have created, all of you created this kind of virtual hospital in the sky. What's that like? Tell me about that.
So just loading the airplane, I mean, we have feeding tubes and obviously oxygen needs, and I can let the doctor talk more about the specifics that are involved in that, but it's really incredible to see on board where the kids are getting medications, and really we have a great time in the sky as well. I think the positive energy that everyone feels all around. We have a pillow fight at 11,000 miles in the sky. I mean, it's just incredible to see.
Right, so basically what you set up like a giant ambulance inside the plane?
Pretty much in a fun setting. I mean, there are going to be 33 kids traveling on oxygen concentrators. We have 2 ventilators on the flight. We have probably about 40 children with gastrostomy feedings and medication administration during the flight. We also have emergency needs during the flight. We have kids who have hypertensive crises with a disease called familial dysautonomia, so we're giving Valium and different Catapress, different medications to treat those in flight. It's pretty remarkable.
It sounds very serious, but it's actually, it turns into a big party.
Well, a big party.
We all have a great time.
But you got to have a lot of staff. Howard, I mean, you're the paramedic in there, right? I
Yes,
mean, do you have nurses? And I mean, how does this work? Everyone's volunteering, right?
The counselors are a one-to-one base on every single child. Some get 2, occasionally 3. We have many physicians, nurses, paramedics, and EMTs. This San Francisco trip, we're taking along 7 physicians, 10 nurses, 5 paramedics, and EMTs, along with our staff and logistical staff.
All right, not exactly your typical counselors, guys. Thanks so much for coming in. You're doing such great work.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. All right, if you want to donate and find out more information about Kids of Courage, head over to kidsoc.org or go to pixlemon.com, and we'll link you right over. Suki.